In 2014, a man named Ronald Read died in Vermont at the age of 92. When his will was read, he left behind almost $8 million. He had pumped gas for years, then he swept floors at a department store. Friends said he wore a coat held together with a safety pin. Remember him? We come back to him. Nobody who studies wealth for a living was shocked. Researchers have been surveying high net worth households for decades now. The same short list of behaviors keeps showing up, 7 of them, over and over. And just as interesting, there are famous habits that almost never show up at all. Habit 1 is automation. Wealthy households do not rely on willpower on payday. The money moves before they see it, directly into savings or investments, depending on where you are on your journey to wealth. This is not a personality trait, it is a reliable step towards success. Habit 2 is a slow lifestyle. Their income climbs and their spending mostly does not. This is the habit that does the heaviest lifting, because a raise you do not spend is a raise you get to grow elsewhere. The research that made this famous found something people still refuse to believe. Most millionaires live in ordinary houses, in ordinary neighborhoods, driving cars that are a few years old. Habit 3 is long holding periods. They buy and then they sit there. Not uninvesting when they got scared, withdrawing when things were uncertain, just letting it grow for a long time. The holding is the skill. Now here's where it gets strange. Because the habits people assume are on this list are almost entirely absent from it. Picking hot stocks is not on the list. Neither is finding some secret investment that regular people cannot access. Inheritance is not the story either. The most cited research on American millionaires found that roughly 4 out of 5 built it themselves in a single generation. And extreme penny pinching is not on the list. Skipping coffee and avocado toast has never made anyone wealthy. Skipping a second mortgage has. Habit 4 is that they know their numbers. There is a myth that once you have money, you stop paying attention. The opposite shows up in the surveys. A large share of millionaire households can tell you what they spend on food, clothing, and housing every year. Not because they are anxious about it, because you cannot manage a number you aren't aware of. Habit 5 is order of operations. They buy the thing that pays them before they buy the thing that costs them. The investment gets funded first. The upgrade waits until the investment can comfortably pay for it. Most people run that exact sequence backwards and then wonder where the money went. Habit 6 is boring defense, an emergency fund, real insurance, no single event that can wipe out 20 years of progress. Wealthy households are not more optimistic than you. They are better protected against being wrong. Habit 7 is that they make very few decisions. Most of their financial life is on rails. They save their attention for the handful of choices that actually move the needle, like what they do for work, who they marry, where they live, and how much of the gap between earning and spending they keep. Everything else runs on autopilot. So back to Ronald Read, he was not a genius. He had no inside track. He bought shares of large ordinary companies, held them for decades, and reinvested what they paid him. And he never once told anyone what he was sitting on. Automation, a slow lifestyle, long holding periods, knowing his numbers, order of operations, boring defense, and almost no decisions at all. He was the entire list walking around in a safety pin coat. That is the quiet part of all this. None of these 7 habits are impressive on any given Tuesday. They are only impressive at the end, added up. And be sure to like and subscribe to Think Like the Rich to learn more about growing your wealth.